Welcome to Sitaron Ki Duniya. In an ongoing effort to present you information about spirituality, I would like to present a topic very special to me. The topic is about dreams. Dreams of deceased loved ones. I will never forget the first dream I had about my aunt shortly after she passed away. In my dream, my aunt stood on the other side of the room, looking healthy and peaceful. I called out, "I am missing you." I am not alone in my experience. Several studies published found that majority of participants dreamed of loved ones after they had recently passed. My very first dream was followed by a series of dreams about my aunt. My aunt's life affected me so deeply that her dreams pursued me to share my experience about my dreams. I wanted to learn more about the psychology behind these powerful dreams of mine and always wondered what the experiences meant for the other dreamers. What are the characteristics of the dreams of our loved ones? Any powerful dream you have had after the loss of a loved one can be a symbolic dream. That dream will reflect your emotions surrounding the loss. For example, you are feeling overwhelmed by your loss and you dream something heavy falling on you, reflecting that feeling of being crushed. Another instance of a powerful dream can be a dream in which the deceased loved one is mentioned by some superpower. Or you can dream that the deceased loved one is present. These types of powerful dreams interests people the most. So, what do people see in their dreams when they see a loved one? Such type of dreams are interpretation dreams, in which the dreamer tries to understand why the deceased loved one appears to be alive and present. And dreamer also see dreams in which the dreamer helps their loved one cross over into the afterlife. Sometimes the dreamer sees the loved one as sick or dead. Dreamer sees similar type of dreams in which the deceased loved one expresses disapproval of the dreamer. There are also separation dreams in which the deceased and the dreamer are kept apart by a physical obstacle such as wall or a valley. The most positive dreams are the ones in which the deceased offers comfort through words or actions, or dreams in which the dreamer sees them healthy and happy. Another question comes to mind is, do people have more negative sad dreams or positive cheerful ones? Dream research has shown that when people have dream in general, they have more negative dreams than positive ones. That is simply because of daily stress, which gets incorporated. After trauma, research shows these dreams tend to become even more negative. So you would think that sad dreams would follow this pattern and that people would have more saddening dreams than positive ones. But that doesn't seem to be the case. When the deceased loved one appears in dreams, they tend to be positive. In one of the studies, more than 85% of people reported having at least one positive dream of the deceased, as opposed to 45% who had at least one negative. It points to something different going on with these type of dreams. They are a very special experience. Dreamers also elaborate that these dreams also feel different from an average dream. These dreams are more vivid. So what does it mean if you are one of the people who has a negative sad dream? Negative sad dreams don't mean you had a negative relationship with the person who has passed. They are often a reflection of the distress the dreamer is experiencing after losing someone. This is especially true if you are suppressing your emotions about the death of a loved one, which is not uncommon. I did that after my aunt passed. In this case, the negative dream can help you work through feelings you have been avoiding in your waking life. So, why are these misery dreams important? Recollecting the events in your saddening dreams can provide you an opportunity to reflect on and work through your grief in a new way. For instance, my aunt in my hometown died suddenly, and my dreams gave me a chance to say goodbye to her. Some dreams allow the bereaved to continue to feel bonded with the deceased, which can be helpful after a loss. Sad dreams can also lead people to place more value on their dreams in general. Dreams can provide a new tool to understand ourselves. The more we understand about ourselves, the more we can love ourselves and in turn love God. Now, what are some of the most surprising things you have learned about sad dreams? Let us first find out how frequent dreamers see sad dreams. In a sample of bereaved partners and spouses, more than 80% had a dream of the deceased loved one. On top of that, it was fascinating to discover that people experienced sad dreams even before knowing their loved one had passed. What do sad dreams of spouses look like? Sad and sorrowful dreams generally fall into one of the larger dream categories, such as the dreamer being comforted and consoled by their deceased loved one. For example, one client explained that his wife came to him in a dream and told him not to worry about her because she was with a higher power and no longer suffering from cancer. Interestingly, it's also common for a deceased spouse to appear in a dream and approve of their partner remarrying. There is a lot of love and positivity in these dreams. Let us jump to a different category of dreams. So, how common are pregnancy loss dreams? In one of the studies, it was found that above 50% of people who had lost a pregnancy had a grief dream. Both mothers and their partners had this kind of dream. These parents have never met their child, but nonetheless dream about the baby lost. The child can appear in these dreams as a newborn in their arms, as a toddler saying, "I love you," or even as a teenager saying, "It was not your fault." As a pet owner, do you think people dream of their deceased pets? A study found that above 70% of people whose pets had passed had dreams about them. Of course, the major difference is the animal doesn't generally talk. These dreams tend to reflect the pet's life and what they and dreamer used to enjoy doing together. So, for instance, the dream might include taking a dog to a favorite dog park or petting a beloved cat. Shifting gears, do young children have bereavement dreams? A lot of people forget that children can have these kinds of dreams. even young children who don't yet fully understand death but are nonetheless trying to have these dreams. It is important to ask your children and the kids we serve if they are having these dreams. Sometimes the dreams will start year after the person the child is grieving has passed away. One woman told me that she began dreaming of her deceased father when she turned a teenager. She had never actually met him because he had died before she was born. But she formed a bond with him through these dreams that sustained her as she continued to grow up. His deceased father would give her fatherly advice in these dreams. Now, about saddening dreams before knowledge of the loss, how do you explain why they might occur? Yes, some people have dreams of sorrow before they notified that their loved ones have passed. Usually, in these dreams, a loved one comes to them and says goodbye. Often in a very positive way. Sometimes the dreamer knew the person was unwell, and other times they did not. There is no explanation why. In this case, there is an invisible tie between these two people. They are connected somehow at a different level. Do you think the dreams of sorrow are spiritual? Interestingly, people of all religions and varying levels of faith experience dreams of sorrow. Some think these dreams are unhealthy or that they have a negative spiritual component. But several researches have shown the healing power of these dreams. And during one of my meditation session, I recalled something. I remembered the story of a priest who dreamt of Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva told this priest that his son would not survive after 5 years of age. Whenever I share that story, people have this question: do you believe that gods visit your dreams? And I tell them, yes, they do. Another question I get after this is, how do I know if a dream experience is from God? This is a tough one. Although there is no simple answer to this, I do know that God visits us in our dreams. I also know that these dreams can make people happier and improve their faith. So perhaps they are gifts from God. Also, the meaning of a dream comes from the ability of the dreamer to make sense of the imagery. Therefore, how we interpret our dreams is the cornerstone to knowing if the dream comes from God. One final point of analysis I want to share is on how to better understand sad and melancholy dreams. Personally, journaling your dreams and studying what our ancient texts have to say about dreams are some really helpful tools in understanding the dreams. To understand dreams, you first have to understand your own dream language and symbols. So start with the emotions in the dream and connect them to waking life. It will gradually make sense to you and help you in interpretation of your dreams, especially about your deceased loved ones. During making of this video, a very strange thing happened to me. Some of my recently deceased loved ones flashed in front of my eyes. So I can tell you that your deceased loved one may not only show up in your dreams, perhaps they can appear in your waking life as well. You just need motivation to see them. Thank you for watching Sitaron Ki Duniya.